Okay everyone, welcome back to Mike's Yoga channel and welcome to this hip opener yoga for golfers. When you're ready, roll your mat, grab some water, and let's get started. Okay everyone, so let's begin coming into an extended child's pose. So let's bring our knees as wide as the mat, letting the big toes touch behind you. And then from here, start to walk the hands out long in front of you, letting your forehead rest in the mat. And in this pose, we're really breathing into the back body as well as the hips. Feel free to stay where you are, or option here to walk your hands just off the left of your mat. So if you do this, you'll feel a really nice stretch in the right side body. And then option to walk your hands just off the right of your mat, feeling a nice stretch on the left side body. As always, make sure to breathe. Wherever you are, let's come back to center. From here, we'll make our way up into a downward facing dog. So take your time getting there. And once you do get there, let's find a nice foundation. So let's keep our fingers spread wide. Hands are actively pushing into the mat. And then feel free to pedal out your feet here. So really breathing into the back of the legs, the calves, the hamstrings. From here, let's just find a nice neutral position. And from here on your next inhale, let's lift our right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the right knee, step the right foot up in between the hands. From here, lower the left knee down, left shoelaces down. And then on your next inhale, rise up, bring your hands up towards the sky. Breathe. Finding a nice low lunge here. So in this low lunge, let's keep this right knee stacked over our right ankle, and let's keep these hips in one line. So for a lot of us, we might have to draw our right hip back just a little bit and bring this left hip forward. Keeping that core slightly engaged here as well. Awesome stretch for the hips and the psoas muscle here. And on your next exhale, let's plant the hands down to the mat and mindfully step it back to downward facing dog. Great job, you guys. When you're ready, we'll take it over to the other side. So on your next inhale, let's lift that left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the left knee, step the left foot up in between the hands, lower the right knee down, right shoelaces down. From here on your next inhale, rise up, coming into low lunge. So again, on this side, let's make sure we have a nice foundation. So let's keep this left knee stacked over the left ankle, keeping these hips in one line. So for some of us, we might have to draw our left hip back just a little bit and bring this right hip forward. Again, core slightly engaged. And on your next exhale, plant the hands, step it back to downward facing dog. And then from here on your next inhale, let's lift that right leg up towards the sky once again. Exhale, bend the right knee. This time let's bring our right knee right behind our right wrist. Extend that left leg out long just a little bit more, and we'll come into a pigeon pose. So in this pigeon pose, let's keep this right foot flexed. And a few options here. So you can stay on your palms or your fingertips, or if you want a little bit of a deeper stretch, you can come on down to the forearms. If you want to go even deeper, you can let your forehead rest in the mat here. Awesome stretch for the hips as well as the glutes here. Wherever you are on your next exhale, mindfully make your way back to downward facing dog. Again, you can pedal out your feet here. And then when you're ready, let's take it over to the other side. Inhale, lift that left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the left knee. Bring that left knee right behind the left wrist. Extend that right leg out long just a little bit more. Finding a pigeon pose here. Notice how this side might feel a little bit different than the other. So again, you can stay up on your fingertips, your palms, forearms, or letting your forehead rest in the mat here. And wherever you are on your next exhale, mindfully make your way back to downward facing dog. Great job, you guys. And from this down dog, let's heel toe, walk our feet up behind our hands, and we'll take a forward fold here so you can keep your knees bent nice and generously. And then on your next inhale, slowly start to roll it up. Stacking the spine one vertebrae at a time. The chin is the last to lift. Coming into mountain pose. Awesome job, you guys. From here, let's take our feet as wide as our mat and our hands together at our hearts. We'll take a yogi squat here. So from here, let's slowly lower all the way down. Finding a yogi squat. Hands pushing together. Should really feel this in the hips here. then from here on your next exhale, let's make our way onto our backs. Again, take your time getting there, no need to rush. And once we get to our backs, we're going to take a reclined pigeon pose. So let's plant the feet in the mat here, and we'll start with our right side. So let's lift up this right leg and have the right foot rest on top of the left leg. And then from here, lift that left leg up so the left calf is parallel with the floor, keeping that left foot flexed as well as the right foot. And then from here, you can thread your arms around, wrapping around that left leg. You should definitely feel this in the right hip here. So option to stay here, or if you want a little bit more of a deeper stretch, simply keep the lower half of the body exactly where it is, but bring the sole of the right foot down to the mat. So we should have this right knee pointing up towards the sky. Hands can just rest on your body or by your sides. Again, you should definitely feel this in the right hip flexor. Wherever you are, let's mindfully come back to center. Lower the left foot down. We'll take it over to the other side. So keeping that right foot planted in the mat, lifting up the left leg, crossing it over, letting the left ankle, left foot rest on top of the right leg. And then from here, lift up that right leg so the right calf is parallel with the floor, keeping both feet flexed. From here, thread your arms, wrapping around your right leg. And on this side, you should definitely feel this in the left hip. Again, notice how this side might feel a little bit different. Again, option to stay here, or if you want to go a little bit deeper, keeping the legs exactly where they are, just lower the left foot down to the mat, having this left knee pointing up towards the sky. And wherever you are, let's mindfully make our way back to center. Awesome job, you guys. From here, we'll finish up with a reclined butterfly pose. So let's simply bring the soles of the feet together, letting the knees open up, letting the hips open up naturally. And in this pose, you can have one hand rest on your belly, the other one on your heart, or you can have both hands just rest down by your sides. This is one of my favorite hip openers. Feel free to close your eyes here as well. So I encourage you to stay here for as long as you like, or if you're ready to go, we can slowly, mindfully rock up into a seated position of your choice. And that wraps up our hip opener practice today. So I encourage you to practice this before your round or just on one of your off days. You know, as we all know, golf is all in the hips, and if you suffer from tight hips, it can prevent you from reaching your full potential on the course. So thank you all so much for sharing your time and your energy with me today. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe. From here, let's bring our hands up to our third eye. The light in me honors the light in all of you. Thank you so much. Namaste.